Have you ever found yourself at a crossroads, grappling with a decision that feels like an impossible puzzle? You're not alone. In today's fast-paced world, where choices abound and clarity often eludes us, finding direction can feel like navigating a maze in the dark. Welcome to our journey through the ancient wisdom of Confucianism, a beacon of light in the chaos of decision-making. In this video, we're delving into the heart of indecision, a common struggle we all face. Picture this: you're standing before two paths. One leads to a long-held dream, perhaps a career change or a move to a new city, but it's fraught with uncertainty and risks. The other path is safer, more familiar, but deep down, it doesn't quite resonate with your aspirations. This dilemma isn't just about choosing A or B. It's a dance of values, priorities, and the quest for harmony in life. In comes Confucianism, an ancient philosophy that has whispered wisdom through the ages. Rooted in the teachings of Confucius, this philosophy isn't just about traditions and rituals. It's a guide to living a balanced life, grounded in ethics, moral values, and a profound understanding of our role in society. Today, we'll explore how Confucianism can illuminate our decision-making process, bringing clarity to confusion and guiding us towards choices that resonate with our deepest values and contribute to social harmony. Let's embark on this enlightening journey together, discovering how ancient wisdom can address modern conundrums. Before we dive into how Confucianism can guide our decision-making, let's turn back the pages of history to understand its roots. Confucianism began with Confucius, or Confuzi, a philosopher and teacher who lived in China around 551–479 BC. During a time of social turmoil and moral decline, Confucius sought to restore order and virtue through his teachings. His philosophy didn't emerge as a religion, but as a way of life, deeply ingrained in the fabric of Chinese society, and later spreading throughout East Asia. At the heart of Confucianism are several key concepts that shape how we make decisions. First, there's Ren, often translated as benevolence or humaneness. It's the moral compass guiding us to act with empathy and consideration for others. Imagine facing a choice that impacts not just you, but those around you. Ren encourages us to weigh our decisions based on kindness and the well-being of others. Next is Yi, the principle of righteousness. Yi pushes us to choose what is morally right over what is convenient or personally beneficial. It's about upholding moral integrity, even when it's challenging. When faced with a tempting shortcut that compromises your values, Yi serves as a reminder to stay true to what is just and ethical. Lastly, we have Li, which refers to proper behavior, etiquette, and rituals. It's not just about following traditions, but understanding our role in society and respecting the social fabric that holds it together. Li is about making decisions that maintain social order and harmony, ensuring that our actions contribute positively to the community. Confucianism places great emphasis on the importance of relationships and societal roles in our decision-making. It's not just about the individual, but about how our choices resonate within the larger social context. By embracing Ren, Yi, and Li, we find guidance in navigating the complexities of life, ensuring that our decisions are not only good for us, but also for the society we live in. In our next section, we'll explore how these principles can be practically applied in the process of making decisions, especially when we are at the crossroads of confusion and clarity. Making decisions can often feel like navigating a labyrinth, but Confucian principles provide a clear path through this maze. Let's break down the Confucian decision-making process into tangible steps, integrating the concepts of Ren, Yi, and Li. First, we contemplate Ren, the principle of benevolence. Ask yourself, how will my decision impact others? Consider the ripple effects of your choice on your family, friends, community, or even society at large. The goal is to aim for the greatest good, prioritizing collective well-being over personal gain. For instance, if you're deciding whether to take a job that requires relocating, think about how this move would affect your family's dynamics and happiness. Next, evaluate Yi, the essence of righteousness. This step is about aligning your decision with moral principles. Scrutinize each option and ask, is this choice morally right? Does it align with my ethical beliefs? Imagine you're faced with an opportunity that promises significant personal benefits but involves questionable practices. Here, Yi guides you to prioritize integrity over temptation, choosing the path that upholds ethical standards. Finally, apply Li, which focuses on proper behavior and respect for societal norms. Consider how each option aligns with societal expectations and your role within the community. Is my decision respectful of the roles and relationships I uphold in society? For example, if you're a business leader deciding on a policy that impacts your employees, Li encourages you to respect your role as a leader and the well-being of your employees, ensuring your decision strengthens rather than disrupts the social harmony. Let's apply this process to a real-life scenario. Imagine you're a school principal deciding whether to implement a new educational program. First, you reflect on Ren by considering the impact on students, teachers, and parents. Will this program benefit the students' learning experience? Next, evaluate Yi by assessing whether the program aligns with the ethical standards and educational values of your institution. Lastly, apply Li by considering how this decision fits within the educational norms and expectations of your community, and whether it respects your role as an educator and leader. By following these steps, your decision-making becomes a thoughtful process that balances personal judgment with the wider impact on others, adhering to both moral integrity and social responsibilities. In the next section, we'll explore how these ancient principles are still profoundly relevant in our modern, complex world. In a world where change is the only constant, it might seem surprising how ancient Confucian principles still hold profound relevance in our contemporary decision-making scenarios. Let's explore how these timeless teachings can be applied to the complex and fast-paced modern world. Firstly, consider the principle of Ren in the context of today's interconnected global society. Our decisions often have far-reaching consequences, impacting not just those in our immediate vicinity, but also communities and environments across the world. For instance, when a business leader makes decisions about sourcing materials, considering the principle of Ren involves looking at the impact on the environment, worker conditions, and long-term sustainability. It's about extending empathy and responsibility beyond the immediate circle, resonating with today's emphasis on ethical consumerism and corporate social responsibility. However, adapting these principles to modern life isn't without challenges. One significant hurdle is the often individualistic nature of contemporary society, which can conflict with Confucian ideals of community and collective well-being. To overcome this, it's essential to cultivate a mindset that values interconnectedness and mutual respect, emphasizing community engagement, and fostering a culture of empathy can bridge the gap between individual desires and societal good. Another challenge is the fast pace of modern life, which can make the thoughtful reflection encouraged by Yi and Li seem impractical or time-consuming. In such scenarios, integrating these principles into daily routines and decision-making processes can be helpful. This might mean setting aside time for reflection, seeking diverse perspectives, or establishing ethical guidelines in professional settings. Balancing personal desires with societal expectations, as guided by Li, can also be intricate in the modern context. In a world that often celebrates personal achievement and individuality, aligning one's actions with societal norms and roles requires a nuanced understanding of both personal goals and social responsibilities. It's about finding harmony between fulfilling personal aspirations and contributing positively to the community. This balance is not about suppressing individuality, but about recognizing that personal fulfillment and societal well-being are not mutually exclusive. In essence, applying Confucian wisdom today involves adapting ancient principles to modern contexts, fostering a balance between personal desires and societal expectations, and embracing the interconnectedness of our global community. As we move forward, these principles can serve as a compass, guiding us through the complexities of modern life with a sense of moral integrity and social responsibility. To bring the principles of Confucianism closer to our everyday experiences, let's examine a few case studies across various domains: professional decisions, personal relationships, and ethical dilemmas. These examples will illustrate how Confucian principles can guide us towards decisions that foster harmony and balance. Imagine you're the CEO of a company planning to expand your business. The expansion could lead to significant profits, but might also result in job losses at a local level. Applying Ren, you would consider the impact on your employees and the local community, striving for a solution that benefits the majority, possibly through job retraining programs or community investment. Yi would guide you to make a decision that upholds ethical business practices, avoiding choices that harm the environment or exploit workers. Through Li, you would ensure that your decision respects the societal role of your business as a job provider and a community member, seeking a balance between profit and social responsibility. In a personal context, consider a situation where you are torn between pursuing a career abroad and staying close to your family, who expect you to be nearby. Ren encourages you to empathize with your family's perspective, understanding their desire for closeness, while also recognizing your aspirations. Yi invites you to consider the fairness and righteousness of your decision. Is it right to prioritize your career over family, or vice versa? With Li, you contemplate your role within the family and the expectations that come with it, seeking a decision that respects these roles, while also fulfilling your personal goals. This scenario requires a delicate balance, demonstrating how Confucian principles can guide complex personal decisions. Consider an ethical dilemma where you discover unethical practices in your workplace. Ren would prompt you to consider the well-being of all stakeholders: your colleagues, the company, and the wider public. Reporting the malpractice could prevent harm to others, aligning with the principle of benevolence. Yi focuses on the righteousness of your actions. Blowing the whistle on unethical practices upholds moral integrity. Li requires you to weigh your decision against your societal role as an employee, and your obligation to society's moral standards. Through these case studies, we see how Confucian principles can be intricately applied to diverse situations. They encourage us to look beyond immediate personal gains, consider the broader impact of our actions, and strive for decisions that promote harmony, balance, and ethical integrity. As we conclude this exploration of Confucian wisdom in decision-making, we are reminded of the timeless relevance of these principles in guiding us towards more thoughtful, balanced, and ethical choices in all aspects of life. As we conclude our journey through the Confucian approach to decision-making, let's revisit the key insights we've shared. We began by exploring the roots of Confucianism, understanding its focus on ethics, moral values, and social harmony. We then delved into the Confucian decision-making process, guided by the principles of Ren, benevolence, Yi, righteousness, and Li, proper behavior, and saw how these can be applied in various scenarios from professional decisions to personal dilemmas. The case studies illustrated the practical application of these principles, showing us how Confucian thought can lead to balanced and ethical decisions that consider the well-being of both the individual and the community. I encourage you to reflect on these principles in your daily lives. How can the wisdom of Confucius influence your choices and actions? How might adopting a Confucian approach impact your relationships and the broader community? I invite you to share in the comments how you might apply these Confucian principles in your own life. Do you see areas where Ren, Yi, or Li could guide your decisions? If you found this exploration enlightening, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on philosophy and decision-making. Your engagement helps us bring more insightful and thought-provoking content your way. Thank you for joining me on this philosophical journey, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts and experiences with Confucian wisdom in our modern world.